The dark and dirty alleys of Mathare have often not been kind to Victoria Wambui. Here, education is hard to come by and money is even harder to get. The poverty and other problems have made this area prone to crime and violence. In October 2013, Wambui lost two of her friends, Brian Washika and Silas Mudhini, when they were killed by police here.
Tito alikuja kama ameshikwa hapa na polisi mmoja akachapwa ya kichwa. Sila akapigwa ya hapa. Brayo alipigwa ya hapa pia ya mgongo. So kuna hiyo gate, wakaingia kwa hiyo gate. Kila mtu alikuwa jaribu vile anaweza toroka. Tito alipigwa hapa, alikufa on the spot.
They believe the police were hunting for the third man who was killed that day, only known as Tito. The four of them had been sitting there for more than 4 hours chatting, and the police had shown up at 4 p.m. and started shooting.
Shukuru God sana cause mimi ni dem. Cause kama mimi si dem, ningededi. Cause walikuja mapolisi watatu wametarget. Nikaa kitu walikuwa wameambiwa, ni msee alikuwa amewaambia hawa si wako hapa. Wamekaa for dakika fulani na wako watatu na dem mmoja. So mapolisi walikuja watatu. Kila mmoja alishutu mtu wake.
Wambui admits that Brian Washika had been a thug before, but had since reformed, moved to Kayole and started a family and a business for his wife. He had come to Mathare that day to visit his mother and sister. Silas, on the other hand, was a porter in Italy, earning 20 shillings for every load he carried. He was also a member of a local NGO that was campaigning against violence and crime in the area. It is the third man who was a known criminal and had even served a stint behind bars.
Kwa naambio Tito amekaa jela for 10 years. So ndio alikuwa ameachiliwa, but the more aliachiliwa alikuwa anaiba, ana kidnap nini wase, ana hijack gari. Hapa tu alikuwa ana hijack gari. But cause ni best yao. Msiwezi kuja ati ni best yako na ana do wrong things unamfukuza. Maybe mlikuwa mmekaa mnajadiliana venye anaweza acha crime nini. Mmekaa tu mnabangaiza. Huwezi fukuza msee ni best yako. So sisi tuko tumezoea kukaa nao.
Human rights groups in Mathare complain that police often shoot and kill people who are not armed and pose no risk or who have surrendered and can easily be arrested.
Tulikuwa tumekaa. Hakuna mali mtu angehepa, hakuna njia yenye mtu angehepea. Ungeambia surrender na polisi akuoneshe gani, unatii, hauwezi kimbia.
People here, she says, do not have the means or the urge to follow up such cases. They claim the police even planted weapons on the 3 men they had just shot.
Sila lekelewa kisu. Hakuwa nayo, bete hakuwa nayo. Brayo akekelewa that ka pistol. Hakuwa nayo. Siwezi watete hakuwa nayo, but niliona. Na macho niliona wakikelewa. So hiyo kitu uma. Sikatai vijana Mathare ni waizi. Vijana huiba sikatai. But pia wana right.
Only Sailor's brother attempted to sue the police for the wrongful death, but he never made it far. She says he may have given up. As for the other two, no one made any attempts.
Brayo, hakuna mtu alimshughulikia. Yake ilisha hivyo. Mama yake anafanya kibarua Isilia anafulia watu nguo. So, angeweza do anything. Anaachia God. Tito same. Naachia huku si wachia tu Mungu. Hakuna kitu kingine sufaya, si wachia tu God.
Newsplex, the nation media group data journalism project, collaborated with IPOA and other NGOs to gather data on police killings in the country in the past 20 months. This year alone, from January to August, police shot and killed 122 people. Nairobi, West Pokot, Vihiga, Siaya and Kisumu recorded the highest number of deaths. 73 of those shot and killed had been unarmed. August and January this year were the deadliest months, with more than 50 people shot dead by police in those 2 months alone. The reasons for the high number of killings has been blamed on the training the police get and even poverty and social issues in some of the affected areas like the slums in Mathare. The government, however, blames the killings on a few officers and says the entire service is not to blame.
A few rascals do not justify condemnation of an entire institution. The National Police Service has on its own taken disciplinary action against indisciplined officers.
all these concerns and arguments about persons who have been killed by the police must be done objectively. We must appreciate the duty that the police is doing to protect the nation. But that does not mean that police officers will take advantage of their responsibility to protect the nation to kill someone unjustifiably.
Some of those killed are teenagers who have not even broken into adulthood. Wambui will struggle here. She hopes her business here of selling chicken heads and intestines will help her give her 4-year-old son a better life and keep him out of the troubles other young men here encounter. Andrew Ochieng, NTV.